Green. Oh shit. Alright, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, soupies of all ages, welcome to the Kayfabe Soup Wrestling Podcast in the Thunderdome.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch.
Only unlike the WWE Thunderdome, we won't ban you for your hashtag Fire Velveteen Dream signs or your Chris Benoit pictures.
Woo!
I am the intern. I'm joined as always by GRJ and Habes. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good, man. Enjoying another day of podcasting.
Hey,
Woo!
yeah.
Woo!
Good.
Now we
Nice to meet
apparently
you
got
guys.
brain damaged Ric Flair down there as well. Or Curly from the
Yeah.
Three Stooges.
Maybe.
So yeah, we had a big weekend of pay-per-views happen. Some of it was good. I'm glad. Before we get into that though, I just want to again bring up the old death card. I just want to wish condolences, thoughts, and prayers to the Road Dogs family. His father, Bob Armstrong, passed away. It was just reported shortly before we went on the air. So
Yeah.
I'm not super familiar with Bob Armstrong outside of his stuff in Smoky Mountain as a commissioner and his feuding with Jim Cornette, but still, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it literally just came out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For once, it didn't wait until right after we stopped recording.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna bitch about this, but yeah, that's usually how it happens. Like, we'll finish podcasting for the night, everything's uploaded, ready to go, and then news drops of somebody passing away.
It's the Kayfabe Soup Wrestling Podcast for you. Wrestler dies, we make it about ourselves and our first world problems.
Yeah, exactly. That's so weird.
Yeah, GRJ. Fucking over there in California. Fuck off.
We're just saying this to troll the haters.
Yeah, my haters. My haters. No,
no one hates me. They can't get through my wall of text in order to decide whether they should hate me.
Dude, someone thanked you. I put your shit on an Impact page.
Yeah.
And he gave it like fire emojis.
Oh, damn.
It's like, damn. Did we just become best friends?
No, that was a dumpster fire emoji.
Oh, I must have missed the trash part. There's a picture of Velveteen Dream, and then there was the fight. Okay, got it. Yeah, but anyways, back to Bullet Bob. It's not like he probably ever touched me as a wrestler, because I've never really watched his shit. But I know he was very influential on a bunch of people we've all watched.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, he produced two interesting sons on the spectrum. Brad Armstrong was one of the greatest technical wrestlers of his era, the late '80s and early '90s. Not a speck of charisma to him whatsoever. Then he also fathered the Road Dogg, who was kind of man the ring, but had a ton of charisma.
And blocked us on Twitter.
Well,
Dude,
I did
right.
I did try to get hashtag Fire Road Dogg going back when he was writing for SmackDown.
Yeah.
Was that
But also,
wait. Does anybody remember what got us blocked?
Probably not Kyle. I've never heard of her. Argyle, probably on Twitter, talking shit.
I can see that.
But I also know Bullet Bob was very influential in Arn Anderson, who's like my favorite dude. So of course I'm wearing a Ric Flair shirt. But yeah, no. Press F. Can't do it.
Yeah. All right, so do we want to talk about the weekend's pay-per-views as quickly as we can here?
Yeah.
Mega quick.
All right.
Let's take as much time as Vince does to create this shit.
All right, so we're done.
Oof. Goddamn, pal.
All right, so did any of you guys actually watch the pre-show triple threat tag match between Breezango, Oni Lorcan, and Danny Burch and Legado del Fantasma?
No, I was late to the party.
Same.
Me too. I wish I did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Too much
Either
shit.
way,
Not
either
enough
way,
time.
Breezango won that, took the number one contender spot, and actually won the tag team titles off of the lesser members of Imperium yesterday on NXT TV. So I guess they can go back to NXT UK when that starts up, whatever.
Yeah, very interesting. September 18th or so,
That was
something
it.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if we were talking about this in our DMs, but were we saying how NXT looks like they're gonna put the titles on the established people?
Yeah.
They're going into
Yep.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah, I brought that up.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. Not putting shit up. Yeah, so I mean, if you put it that way and think about it, that makes sense with the tag division
Yep.
because people do know who Breezango is. Shoot, Fandango's been on our TV since what 2011.
Yeah. And they'll probably be willing to ignore the fact that Fandango was never really an NXT guy per se, aside from the game show version.
Yeah, because he debuted versus Jericho basically, right?
Yep.
At
All right,
Mania.
So the show show proper itself kicked off with Finn Balor versus Timothy Thatcher, and man, I wanted to love this, but the finish just made me shake my head and go, the wrong guy went over.
Dude, yeah, right? Like, what the fuck?
Not even just that. Once I didn't get to watch the match in full at first because my network feed started cutting and I had to reboot my laptop. But when I went back and rewatched it later, it pissed me off even more in many ways. It's like Thatcher spent the whole match just working the legs, good technical wrestling, only for Finn Balor to say, "Oh, it's my turn to win. My legs are at 100% hit points, and I'm now going to hit you only with offense that use my fucking legs."
Fuck yeah, WWE storytelling, baby.
Who knew Seth Rollins agents all these matches?
Damn you, Jamie Noble, you fucker.
Dude, wasn't he just on TV?
Jamie? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like
yeah. There was something.
Well, at least he's not getting his face exploded by a ladder hitting him directly in the nose again.
Wait,
That was Joey Mercury.
Yeah, I thought it was
brother.
Mercury.
Oh, that was Mercury, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's one strike. One strike.
That shows you how into the WWE I was during that era.
I watched that shit on YouTube because it was Hardy Boys, and I was just getting back into like Teenage Habes in 2008, just getting back into WWE. I'm like, oh, Hardy Boys. And it was like 06 or 07 that match happened.
Oh yeah. Moving on down the card, we had our ladder match for the vacant North American Championship. Spoiler alert: the first multi-man match for a vacant title over this past couple of weeks. We saw Damian Priest go over Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Johnny Gargano, and some pedophile.
Crime should have won.
Pedophile.
There was a spot where he was like damn near getting that title, and just like I thought I had that moment of like, holy shit, he's gonna win it. And I guess like with the crowd reaction and the noise going on and everything, like it made it seem legit. And then he didn't win, and I was pissed because they played with my emotions.
Was that the spot? Isn't it great when they actually play with your emotions? That really happened. Was that the spot where they
want to be worked?
Yeah, right.
I want my heart broken, and apparently that happened.
Was that the spot where they made him do like the splits and shit with the two ladders?
No. Wait, was it? I don't remember.
Oh, that spot popped me. It's one of the few things I actually remember from that.
That's the only like three things I really remember from that match were that spot, Velveteen Dream deciding to springboard off the top rope over the barricade when he did the falling off the ladder thing, and the one that made me laugh the most because it was so stupid was him climbing up to the top of that big ladder, doing his dramatic arm swing, hitting the belts, and then realizing, oh shit, I could just grab the titles. I don't have to jump off and do the elbow.
Yeah.
Did he come back after the table spot?
I don't think so.
I hope not. That should be a kill spot.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up. So, like, do you think like that's it? Because he didn't show up at NXT this week, right?
That's right too.
Maybe they got my screenshot and they fired him.
Hopefully out of a cannon.
I can totally see somebody running to Vince McMahon. We have to fire Dream. Look at this.
God damn, we're losing one network subscription over that. Over Titus O'Neil? No, that's Velveteen Dream.
Jesus.
Fire our truth
He
thread.
He did what? Oh, let's just pay him like Jerry Lawler. But keep him
Yeah.
It's crazy how like everything that's been going on, and I feel like nobody has touched it, even with the climate of where everything is right now in the world. Yeah, I
What do you
just
mean touch as in
like
the dream situation
I
or
feel
what?
like nobody gives a shit about the dream situation except for people in the wrestling business or people like the fans and like other wrestlers. But I feel like nobody else has picked it up. That's why nothing has happened so far.
Oh yeah, there's nothing on the news really either, except
Exactly.
for that one thick article. Ugh, shoot, I don't remember the page. Do you remember Intern where they like just burned them in the headline?
I don't, but I wish I did.
I don't know.
I can probably find out. No, I can't. Too many windows. Not gonna do it. Sorry guys. Sorry, Soups.
Now,
But
yeah. So yeah, what a great clusterfuck of a ladder match where nothing meant anything.
back to the dream thing. I can confirm that when I post that shit on my social media, a ton of local like indie wrestlers all like that shit. People in the biz are like, "What the fuck?"
I mean,
They know what's up.
you kind of have to, right? Like, they had the Speak Out movement where everybody is pretty much getting blacklisted for the shit, the shit they did, and then you have this guy right now who went for a title match. You know, it kind of felt like they were still pushing him. And that's
Yep.
bullshit.
It is bullshit, and that's why I keep telling the Superverse. Fuck that Velveteen Dream.
In summation, this is what I think of you, Velveteen Dream.
Pretty much.
2 finger salute. Unrelated, but I'm watching my first Delilah Doom match, and she is short as shit, GRJ. She's a tiny little person.
Oh, maybe she's in Retribution.
Where are you watching this?
It is a Zelo Pro show from 2017.
Is she doing a one-on-one match?
No, dude, it's a clusterfuck. There's like 6 different chicks in it.
Oh, so but it's just girls because she's in the tag team with her boyfriend or her husband, Ellie Elberfly. They come out to what's that fucking song by Sum 41?
Stiff up, no.
What's that song? Fat
Hell
Lip?
song. Fat Lip is maybe.
I think it's Fat Lip. But yeah, they come out to a Sum 41 song, and I remember like being there. It was at the Joey Ryan bar wrestling promotion. Pretty cool. I like them. They were wrestling Brian Cage and what's his wife's name?
Melissa Santos.
Melissa Santos. Yeah, which is
said it right, Santos.
She's actually really good at wrestling too. I don't know why she didn't stick with it. Well, now she's a mom, but
yeah, I don't know why she didn't stick with it, and Brandy didn't decide to just go be a mom and not wrestle.
Hey, we don't know yet. She might show up on AEW television as like a host. They can always use a couple more.
No, a manager.
Manager.
She's still with Impact, I think.
She might be.
I think I just saw her on Impact. Maybe
you might be right.
maybe like a couple weeks ago when
Yeah, she's probably just not necessarily traveling for all the.
I think she was there with Rich Swann, and then Rich Swann got attacked.
I think you're right.
Because for some reason it's her with Rich Swann.
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing. The last time I saw her, that must have been like a month ago or something.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were we talking about?
My bad.
Things.
We were talking about what match were we talking about?
We were wrapping up the ladder match.
Oh wow!
Which is good because now we get to talk about spoiler alert, the best thing all weekend: Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee.
Fuck yeah!
I'm sorry, Pat McAfee. I talked a lot of shit called you just a punter.
Yeah.
But fuck, dude, you surprised me. If you ever listen to this, I apologize.
I only have one thing to say to Pat McAfee. We are not worthy.
Yeah,
No, we are not.
It looked
Dude.
like if it was a change of pace for an event where it looked like somebody was actually like trying.
Yeah.
Like it looked like he actually gave a fuck.
He gave so much of a fuck that like he did some of the little things flawlessly. The big one that caught me was when he did the punt kick and hurt his foot against the steel steps. Not only did he remember to sell that shit all match, which no wrestler in WWE does. What really
Nope.
the detail that really got me is if you think about North American wrestling, the whole idea is that you always work the left leg or the left side. You sell the left limbs of your body. He kicked it with the right foot. To sell that, the right foot, the whole match, goes against anything he would have been trained for and any muscle memory he would have developed in training from working with Rip Rogers. And he did it consistently and perfectly. I've seen guys like Eddie Guerrero fuck that up where I remember a WCW match against Ric Flair where he started selling the right leg and then he remembered, oh shit, this isn't Lucha Libre, this is American, and then switched to the left leg to sell the proper leg.
Dude, I didn't even fucking notice that. Good catch.
Yeah, dude. Intern knows his shit.
No, I'm not questioning that. I will never question that. It's just
He doesn't. He just doesn't always effort like that.
I put my effort into writing long-winded soliloquies that are really just excuses for dick jokes.
Yeah, dude, but like, shit, did it surprise you how athletic he was? I mean, I know he was an NFL player, but he was a punter.
Yeah, punter.
expect
You don't expect a punter to suddenly turn into Shelton fucking Benjamin, jump up onto the top rope effortlessly and hit a superplex. RVD tried to do that on Impact this week to hit the 5-star frog splash. Almost fell off the goddamn turnbuckle.
Dude, he took a misstep, right? Yeah.
And then was huffing and puffing because he was so blown up.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, was Impact live?
God, no.
Or was that
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. I didn't know if Retribution was going to be live or not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Not Retribution. It's called something else.
If it was Retribution, it would have been a much shorter show.
Yeah, no, that match was awesome. Kudos to Pat McCaffrey. Only match I gave a dang about.
And kudos to Adam Cole for for actually knowing how to wrestle a match that didn't involve doing every move you know and kicking out of every move you get hit with.
Yeah, it was refreshing that it didn't have that like kicking out 1,000 times spot.
And after that clusterfuck ladder match, they needed a match like that.
Yeah.
My one request going forward that is from now on, NXT, the WWE doesn't send anyone to the Performance Center. They just send everyone to learn directly from Rip Rogers.
Yeah. Or shoot, just from Pat McCaffrey. I don't care.
Do it. Our next match of the night was Io Shirai defending the NXT Women's title against Dakota Kai, who had Rachel Gonzalez at ringside. Did anyone else find this match boring for the first half of it?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I was in and out of it, and then kids decided to pause it halfway through, and I came back, and I just wasn't into it. And then Rhea Ripley showed up on my TV, so things changed.
Yeah. Pat McAfee wasn't in the match, so I didn't really see the point in paying attention.
That's right. Rhea Ripley showed up at the end, huh?
Yeah, because she's now going to be feuding with Mercedes Martinez and Reina Gonzalez in 2 separate feuds, apparently, unless her feud with Mercedes ended off camera.
Maybe.
Question
didn't
mark?
she like murder her?
Yeah,
somehow?
that's right. Yeah, and a tag match, but it's a WWE product. You can never have just one match. Wrestlers have to wrestle each other until everyone's sick of it, and then you have to wrestle each other 5 more times.
I mean, that'd be a bitchin' fucking triple threat.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah. Holy shit, that'd be bomb.
But yeah, Io Shirai moonsaulted away to victory, which is, I mean, probably the right course of action, even though I do like Dakota Kai a lot, especially now that she's a heel.
Well, yeah.
Dude,
I still don't take her seriously, but her heel character is better than her babyface character.
A lot better. I like her.
At least now she gets to be female Shawn Michaels with female Diesel.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And then our main event was Karrion Kross challenging Keith Lee for the NXT Championship. Why the fuck did they feel the need to have this match go 21 minutes?
Dude. Yeah. After, so I think where he separated his shoulder, he just did one of his suplexes, and then he put him into a very sloppy rear naked choke thing.
Yeah.
They should have ended it there.
Yep.
Especially if he was hurt.
How far into the match was that spot in?
There's still like 10 minutes left after that.
It was a good.
Jesus.
He topped it out a good chunk of the match. I give my hats off to Karrion Kross. I'm sad that he already has to relinquish that title like Finn Balor at the Universal, but he is a tough son of a bitch for toughing that match out.
Now, do you think he returns to NXT or Vince is gonna try to suck him up?
I don't think Vince gets his shit. Like, understands him.
I'm sure
Vince had
his yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. If Vince had his way, Karrion Kross can stay in NXT, but he gets Scarlett.
And I think that's my thing is like I think he just sees the blonde, and he'll
he'll just bring up Scarlett, and then they'll just cuck with Bobby Lashley, and there you go.
Bobby Lashley's the ultimate cucker. Cucker, right? Because cucky would be mean. He's a cuck.
Yeah,
maybe I don't know. I'm not an expert in the cuck ways.
One mean mother cucker.
Yeah. Do you guys think it was kind of lame to strip him of the title? Like, he'll probably be out 3 months, but build around it. I don't know.
Yeah, but they want to get the title on Finn Balor probably, or an established guy, so to get the
like we were saying, it makes sense.
Yeah,
which is what they'll do because they're just hot-shotting a big old match on Super Tuesday NXT or something.
Yeah, apparently the ghost of Jim Barnett is running this promotion like he did with the Australian World Championship Wrestling back in the day. Let's just hot shot this and sell it for a lot of money. Who cares if they fail afterwards?
Hey, don't those fuckers know we're watching Impact on Tuesday? Who do they think they are?
I watch him Wednesday mornings.
I watched it Wednesday night this week because of the way my work schedule went.
I watch it at work. Get paid to watch Impact. That's the life.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. By the way, dude, NXT's Wednesday that went unopposed did less than it did last week unopposed.
Jesus.
Wow.
And then AEW Saturday show was like within 100 that it normally is.
Yeah.
So it maintained its audience.
Yeah.
Dude,
which is
that's
actually
good.
pretty impressive when you consider that there's probably less people watching TV in general on a Saturday. I'd love to see the share numbers, honestly, just to see what kind of percentage of the overall watchers they got compared to normal. That would give a good idea as to how fewer people were watching TV overall that day compared to normal.
I mean, I think that makes sense for different demographics, but you're talking about wrestling fans, man. We don't go out. Saturday nights, we stay in, we order pizza, and we watch wrestling.
The other impressive thing about the rating too is I don't know if it was like this in all markets, but like Jim Cornette was talking about how he had a hard time watching AEW, not for the usual reasons he has a hard time watching it because he's a cranky old man, but apparently the baseball game that caused their airing went like a half hour over. The show actually started late when he tried to tune in. Or no, or maybe I don't think it started late. I think it started in progress, so we missed the first half hour of it.
Oh, see, I pirated the episode, so I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry that I broke us into Wednesday Night War numbers that don't matter. Always fun to talk.
Definitely. So yeah, that was NXT TakeOver 30, but no, because the WWE hates us, they had to give us another pay-per-view the very next night. SummerSlam in the Thunderdome.
Thunderslam. I like that.
Thunderslam. That's cool. How come they didn't use that?
Because that would have involved half a second of creativity.
That would have been a cool freaking hashtag to use.
I know, right? Not as good as hashtag Fire Velveteen Dream, but
Yeah, that's the best one.
So did anyone watch the Apollo Crews versus MVP pre-show match?
Oh, they put that on the pre-show?
Yes.
It's one of the main things that it's had the longest build, and they put it on the pre-show.
Yeah, because WWE.
Fucking kidding me.
Crews went over because he's got bigger things, aka Lashley the Cucker.
Cucktastic.
So yeah, our first actual match on the show was Bayley defending her SmackDown Women's title against Asuka.
I was bored.
Yeah, it wasn't. I've seen better from these two, and the finish was supposed to really set up or play into the finish of the other women's title match, which we'll get to, but where Asuka threw a running ass attack, and Sasha on the outside took the bullet for Bayley, and then that allowed Bayley to get the win. And well, when we get to the other match, I'll play into why what the WWE told us happened and why what actually happened are two completely fucking different things.
I wonder if they edited it for me because I watched it like a couple days late.
Good question. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Because later in the show, the Mandy Rose table spot did not happen on my TV. I saw it all over Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Mandy Rose table spot?
Yeah, dude.
I don't
She
remember.
guess I'm probably skipping ahead. She went to go set up a table and tried to set it up like a big man where you just like pull it from the far side, flip it over. She couldn't get it over the leg.
Okay.
So then she set it down, walked around it, and set it up.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. Go back to Bayley Asuka.
All right. Do you have any thoughts on Bayley and Asuka?
I loved what was on my screen, but I did not like what was happening with my screen.
You couldn't get into it for wrestling reasons? Is that what you're getting at?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Same.
Same.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. All right, next.
That joke's funnier if you're watching it on YouTube, which you should be. Oh yeah, so up next was speaking of doing this, the Street Profits defending their titles against Andrade and Angel Garza, aka the worst booked tag team in the WWE besides maybe Miz and Morrison.
Dude, I don't know if I skipped over this match. I don't remember it. So I guess you have to enlighten me.
There was really nothing to remember except Andrade and Garza had a bit of a blowout. Andrade walked out on Garza. That distracted him. Garza gets pinned. Mexican guys lose again because they can't fucking catch a break.
I don't get it. Both guys are super talented. Both guys have a following. And God damn it, I'm just pissed off. I'm glad they're on TV, but they're being treated like shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
and
know?
both these guys are handsome as heck.
Yeah.
You could push these dudes, not just have them on TV.
See, Pat Patterson needs to be booked again. He'd push them.
Yeah, he would.
Give him a big ass push. Wait,
what? Oh.
Up next was the aforementioned Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville match. It was originally a hair versus hair match, but now it's a no disqualification, loser leaves the WWE match.
Okay.
Because reasons.
I asked this, I think, during the actual match. When did it change from a hair match to loser leaves WWE?
On SmackDown.
The previous...
2 days after her not burglary, a home invasion thing that happened. It changed the next time she was on TV.
Yeah.
And do you think that's just to get her away from the eye of while everything is going down right now?
Yeah, she
I think so.
I'm guessing she either to get her away or she wants to get away, so that's always a possibility. Also, according to Meltzer, so take this for what it's worth, supposedly the reason why it was changed, the hair versus hair step was axed was because her lawyer suggested she not do anything like that to alter her appearance during this trial, which I don't fucking know.
No, I heard
I'm not
something
Meltzer
a little bit better, where it was like she had way more threats on her social media things, saying people were going to come and finish the job.
Exactly. That's what I read.
Yeah.
That more people
Yeah.
were.
I'm gonna go with that one instead of Meltzer's. Whatever.
I mean, I guess I'm okay with disagreeing with Meltzer like I always do.
Yeah, well, like, I bet you her hair is mostly a weave. So, like, I don't know. And her hair was long as shit. So, what's the difference if you cut it, like, to your shoulder? I don't know.
Wait, I thought it was get shaved.
Yeah, probably. Well, that's usually what
maybe.
hair is to get shaved.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, like Mandy wrote, every time I looked up, like I was seeing botches left and right. More so on Mandy's side.
Yeah, basically Mandy was responsible for only the two things the whole match: running knee strikes and botches.
I mean, there's the promo of Sonya calling Mandy. What did she call? Fuck, what did she call her? I don't know. She basically just called her a face and a person with no talent, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like their match kind of just proved it. Like, the looks are there, but there's a lot of work to be done.
For sure.
I mean, I understand, if especially with this stalker thing, I understand why Sonya's leaving for now. But in a different world, the wrong woman is leaving because Sonya Deville is so fucking good at her job, in the ring and on the mic.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know. Hopefully, first of all, if you're listening to this and you're one of those pieces of shit, stop. That is not cool. Secondly, here, Sonya, I feel, has improved so much from her. What was it? An MMA thing when she came to NXT.
Yeah.
Like, there's such a big difference.
She's legit been one of the highlights of SmackDown from the times over the past couple of months.
When you used to review it.
Yeah, back when I actually had to try and give a shit but couldn't do it.
Mm.
No, that storyline's been going on since what, Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
I mean, before that.
It's that long-term storytelling Seth Rollins thinks we don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand it. What do we got next?
Speaking of which, is some long-term storytelling with Seth Rollins. Seth got to wrestle Dominic Mysterio in what felt like the longest wrestling match in history.
I had people tell me this is like the best match they've seen.
Did they like seeing Seth Rollins standing in front of the ropes for like 8,000 minutes at a time, taunting Rey Mysterio while fucking nothing happens? Because that's what most of the match was.
I was gonna say, like, could these people actually see, or are like blind people that are like, oh yeah, it was a great match?
You know, if you took all the clips of the times that the two actually wrestled, clipped them out of the match, and put them together into one video, you would have a pretty good 8-minute match out of it. I think it would have been really good, but it was just all the non-wrestling and boring horse shit in between.
Yeah, like I gotta compliment what Rey Mysterio's kid, his name Dominic
Guerrero.
He can bump like a motherfucker. He can take those moves. That was pretty impressive to watch.
He was hitting offense with less botches than Mandy was.
Yeah, I think there was a point in the match where it was like, oh, that might have been like on SmackDown. It was SmackDown, where one of the girls had to tell him like, okay, now you punch, and she had to reset up her fisticuff punch.
Oh yeah.
But I accidentally watched SmackDown last week.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
No, I suppose you had to see the Thunderdome.
Dude,
yeah.
I don't. I think I brought this up in the chat, but that vest hoodie thing he was wearing, not good gear for
Nah, not at all.
for being in the ring. No.
Maybe good entrance gear, but yeah, don't wrestle in that shit.
Yeah.
We followed that up with Asuka wrestling Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's title and successfully defending that. And here's where the ending was really stupid. So remember in the last match, Asuka wound up hitting Sasha with her ass attack, and that allowed Bayley to win. Here, once again, Sasha went for the ass attack. Both Bayley and Sasha bailed out of the way, and then Sasha wound up getting caught with something and tapped out. And commentary tried to sell it as Sasha took a bullet for her friend, but Bayley wasn't willing to do it. Bayley cost Sasha the match, and I'm just like, no, it didn't. What the fuck are you guys talking about? That had nothing to do with anything. You're creating drama where it doesn't exist.
Pretty much. Plus, I think they got it reversed, right?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, I think this is like the first match that had the right outcome.
Yep. Well, no, it didn't because I didn't vote. I didn't predict that outcome. So most of the matches on this card were the wrong outcome.
You went Sasha on that one?
Yeah, I thought Bayley was losing and Sasha was winning to create more compelling friction.
Yeah, but Asuka's a Raw superstar.
Yeah,
I wasn't worried about that. Like, I was always, from the get-go, I was like, Sasha's never retained a defense on the main roster. So, I stuck to my gun.
And she still never has.
Yep. I mean, I thought the action in this match was better than the first title match.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
See, giving Sasha a compliment, guys. I've grown as a human being.
So have I, but mostly in the gut.
Nice. Right.
We followed that up with Drew McIntyre wrestling Randy Orton in just a regular singles match for the WWE title, which is some good old-fashioned pro wrestling on my sports entertainment show.
Yeah. I wasn't that upset about the roll finish.
I didn't
like it, but
yeah. At first, I didn't like it until I actually thought about it and realized, man, they spent this whole thing like teasing. I'm going to hit you with my RKO. I'm going to hit you with my Claymore, and neither man successfully hit their finisher that whole match, and then it ended out of nowhere with that roll up. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of smart, especially if they want to build to a rematch somewhere down the line.
My thing.
Yeah, well, like,
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead, JJ.
Okay, so that roll up, right after, I think it was Cole. He's all like, "You never saw it coming," and it pissed me the fuck off because that was the tagline for the event, right? And I'm all like, really? That whole shit of "you'll never see coming" for that, and then Roman pops out, and I'm like, oh, you never saw it coming. Like that kind of made sense, right? But for like,
but I did.
No, but
we'll get that.
Kayfabe wise,
yeah,
like it made sense. But yeah, like when he said it after the roll up, I got so pissed. I'm like, you could have just kept it at SummerSlam and still done your stupid roll up, and it would have been fine. But you legit had to throw that tagline into that, and then Roman came out and it changed everything. I'm like, oh, I feel stupid. I got mad for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm also glad that the next night on Raw, that Drew McIntyre played up that he beat the man who won the greatest wrestling match ever with a pure wrestling move. I'm glad they actually had the foresight to play into that.
That's a good thing. But like, I started thinking about the roll up finish. Like, oh, that's lame. But like, how many times do you see a WWE match end in a wrestling maneuver, a wrestling pinfall instead of like finisher 1, 2, 3 or your favorite distraction roll up of doom?
Yeah.
But so I was okay with that, and then I started thinking like Flair pretty much won all his matches with roll ups. Nick Aldis has only won his matches with roll ups, and we all love power.
Yep.
So I was into it. I bought it. The match was all right.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a good wrestling match. A little slow paced at times, but
yeah, I mean, Yeah, I mean, I was already probably a little burnt out because it's like towards the end of the show and it's WWE.
Well, I mean, we sat through like we sat through 19 hours of Seth Rollins not wrestling.
Yeah, for sure. Shows get too long sometimes.
Yep.
No boy.
And then our final match was a Falls Count Anywhere match with the Fiend Bray Wyatt facing and defeating Braun Strowman for the WWE Universal Championship. And I like that Braun lost because he is fucking stupid. Dude takes a box cutter or an X-Acto knife into a match that has no rules. Now, obviously, from a sponsor standpoint and everything else, we know why he didn't do it. But from a kayfabe standpoint, he could have went and carved the Fiend up as much as he wanted to and gotten away with it. Instead, the dummy decides, I'm going to cut the ring mat and expose the wood. And he took so long doing it that he wound up taking the bumps onto the exposed wood because he is a dummy and deserves what he got.
Yeah, like the way you put it, like, why wouldn't you take that to the dude's face? But anyway, like, he's depicted as a monster. They should have just gimmicked the ring so he could just pull out, like, from a corner, you know? Just pull it up with his strength.
If I'm not mistaken, Brock Lesnar didn't need an X-Acto knife when he did that to take out the Undertaker.
Exactly. Which we were talking. We think that was the last time a WWE ring's been taken apart like that.
Am I the only one that has the thought of... I have this thought of when I see, like, height and wrestling being mentioned, I feel like that character's IQ is a lot lower than their counterparts. Is that just me?
You're saying tall people are dumb?
In wrestling, yes.
Well, yeah, no, I wasn't trying to set you up.
I feel like tall, muscular people, especially because they just look like the meatheads.
Yeah, but like going back to the Undertaker, it's got a little bit to do with the gimmick. But if it's more of like the specimen type dude, like Braun, then totally.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. And then after the match, the move we never saw coming, thank you, Michael Cole, Roman Reigns showed up to take out both the Fiend and Braun Strowman and make Habs jerk his arm off.
Ooh, dude, I was actually excited to see him.
Same,
actually.
Yeah.
He showed a little bit of edge. He didn't act like a complete babyface. He didn't act like a complete heel. He's just like, I'm gonna fuck both of you guys up and taunt you afterwards. And I'm just like, yes, this is actually badass Roman.
You're right, the Roman that got him over in the first place.
Yeah.
I love how everyone automatically thought he was the leader of Retribution and turned heel.
That's funny.
I'm like,
that dude looks like a grown man. There's no way he's in Retribution.
Yeah, right. Not even that. But like, people are like, oh, he beat up Braun too. I'm like, Braun was one of his biggest rivals. Like, if you look at his rivals, they're Braun, Bray Wyatt, Brock Lesnar, like Seth, right?
And the IWC.
Well, yeah, that too. But he wrestled Braun on and off forever. Same thing with Bray Wyatt.
Lest we forget, I'm not finished with you.
Exactly. So I was like, didn't bother me one bit. He was beating them all up.
I popped for it personally.
So was he not on Raw?
He wasn't on Raw, and he was just announced that it's going to be a triple threat match, which, man, I would be all about that at the triple threat match at Payback if they had time to build it properly. The fact that they announced it without even like filming an angle that would lead to it or an interview just makes it feel more like, oh, Roman Reigns is in this match because he's Roman Reigns, and that's the exact thing that made the IWC hate the guy in the first place. What the fuck are you doing, Vince?
Yeah, that was lame. But hey, he's got to get Roman all these matches in before there's a crowd again.
Yeah, exactly. And I understand the point of putting advertising on a Raw. I actually applaud the WWE for advertising a marquee match like that more than 0 days in advance.
That's so dumb. They're having a pay-per-view this soon.
Fucking idiots.
So.
I mean,
any thoughts on Dog GRJ or the pay-per-view?
I mean, I'm excited he's back. I don't think right now Roman could get a negative reaction from the crowd if there was a crowd. The fact that there isn't makes it easier for Vince to just throw him into the title scene. But I think if this was still live, I don't think people would boo him yet.
No, at worst they might Chris Benoit picture him on the Thunderdome.
I don't know.
Oh, that's right. The freaking Chris Brown picture. Yeah.
Putting up pictures of Chris Benoit and ISIS executions and KKK members. And what
Dude,
the
Jesus.
fuck?
Yeah. I mean, the fact that it didn't start... Did it start on the first time they ever did that?
I think the worst that happened on the first night was someone got kicked off for wearing an AEW shirt or something. Is the worst I heard about.
Yeah, it took them a couple shows for like people to realize like, oh, we could be stupid.
Well, they kept the Thunderdome thing for the first show pretty like they didn't even give you an idea when it was going to come out or when to sign up or any of that shit because I was literally on the link 19 minutes in and it was sold out.
Well, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing too. At least I'm not sure if I'm 100% right about the sequence of events, but from listening to the Brian Alvarez shows, this is what I've gathered was that apparently that first night, they just let the crowd do whatever, just abide by whatever waivers. The crowd wasn't loud enough for Kevin Dunn's liking, so what they did at SummerSlam was they had moderators go in to talk to the people, fans of the Thunderdome, and continue basically coach them, cheer louder for this guy, boo for this guy. And so I think a lot of the Benoit pictures and the Fire Velveteen Dream signs and all that shit that got people banned was just backlash against that bullshit.
Yeah,
I could see that, but then again, there are people that live to do stupid shit.
Oh yeah,
or just to troll somebody or something, and
it's probably multiple avenues. But do you guys stand up and cheer at your TV when you're home by yourself?
Sometimes.
Always.
I mean, I'll give it a fist bump, but I'm not. Good job, TV.
Dude, I don't remember. Well, I could honestly say, fuck, when was the last time I had that moment? It was probably for it was probably for a New Japan event, but I don't remember. I don't think I could remember the last time I did it for a WWE event at all.
Yeah.
Well, usually if I'm getting excited about wrestling, I just text you guys random letters or chat because I'm trying to watch and text at the same time and nothing computes.
For me, that's when you get the all uppercase and swearing and.
Yeah. But I just feel like it'd be hard to get hyped sitting in your bedroom watching your computer screen.
Yeah, usually, but let's say I think for me, almost the only time it really happens is Wrestle Kingdom, with the really good Wrestle Kingdom moments. Even that, I don't know if I've done that for the past couple of them.
I don't know. Unless I'm watching with a bunch of people, I don't get vocal at any TV show.
Yeah.
Say you're watching sports ball or something. And then you got your fist pumps and high fives.
And your butt slaps.
Ooh, yeah. Butt slaps.
Can't forget the butt slaps.
Dude, with this pupper, I use the thigh slap as come here. Slap my thigh. I'm getting really good at it. I'm almost a pro wrestler.
Dude, the other day, so I do that randomly at home. I just slap the shit out of my thigh. And the other day, I it was hurting and I legit had a bruise on my thigh because I did it so much. And I showed
super kicks.
I showed it. I told my brother about. Oh no! My brother, he's like, "Why do you keep doing that?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know. It's just so natural to me now."
And that's what the Young Bucks also probably say.
Probably,
it was a super party. I don't know what happened.
We don't know. We were never trained to wrestle properly.
For sure.
Take that, Young Bucks. All right, we got some. So it looks like we got some questions before we head on out here. We've actually got a few of them, and this first one might be the most important one ever, and it definitely makes sense at all. It makes a lot of sense without context. Are those real? Joe Rodney asks, "Are those real?" This is in relation to the photo that Abe selected for this post of Randy Orton looking at some chick's cleavage.
Give me a second. I gotta. Is it in the chat or do I have to go to the page?
Go to the new page.
Yeah, the
page.
Kayfabe Suit Pro Wrestling page.
Nice plug, brother.
I remember sometimes. It's not as good a plug as Sparky plug, but
I'm gonna say yes, they're real.
yeah, I think
that's
so.
where I'm at.
Yeah.
Kind of like what I told you guys earlier.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
Even if they're not real, they're spectacular. The ape on Seinfeld.
Now, does anyone have an ID on her? Because I'd love to follow her on social media.
No idea.
Anyways, what else do we got?
Real Castillo wants to know, how is it that Dominic goes by Mysterio and not the name of his genetic father, Guerrero? Didn't you watch the Dominic Guerrero on a pole match or whatever? Ray won the paternity suit, therefore Dominic takes his last name.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Closed case. Next.
Amateurs.
Andy Crisp wants to know, why are the fans making a huge deal about Keith Lee's music changing and not mentioning his pink skirt at all?
Okay, does that say skirt?
It does say skirt. I assume he means shirt.
No, he's talking about the skirt too.
Okay.
I don't. So the skirt thing is one thing, but they're also the fact that he kept the top on, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get what the big fucking deal is about that. I really fucking don't. People are like super butthurt that, first of all, that they changed his song. And the whole shirt or the whole top skirt thing, they are like super butthurt about all that shit.
Yeah, and the people that are butthurt about changing the songs obviously don't know enough about what's happening behind the scenes. The CFOs no longer work with the WWE. They compose this theme song. Therefore, if they were to use that theme song and keep using the theme song, that's more royalty money for them. So the WWE is, from the looks of it, slowly trying to distance themselves away from those CFOs creating theme songs. It makes fucking sense.
It makes sense, but it fucking sucks.
It does suck. It really
it
does.
is annoying that they only gave him generic rock entrance, even though they totally knew he was going to get called up, so they maybe should have prepared something.
It's annoying that Jim Johnson didn't just stay with the company and rate their songs forever.
I suppose.
I mean, I feel like towards the end of his time with WWE, the songs were getting kind of
yeah,
bad. I don't want to say dumb, but it was just like these were not what they once were.
No, exactly.
But yeah, like,
I mean, you don't want like a 70-year-old guy. I don't know how old he is, but like you don't want him like orchestrating like a hip hop song. You know what I mean?
No, you want him. You want him running the company instead. If you want to wait.
Yeah, I'm just saying like.
Yeah.
Some of his taste might not be with the targeted demo, brother. Like,
but like, fuck, like, who was it again? CFO. They like so many like of these wrestlers are in danger of losing their song.
Yeah, I expect to see a lot more of this and a lot more of us going, wait, what?
Yeah, like.
like even like Keith Lee. His voice was in his song, so I think that might have been part of it. But
yeah, like he actually replied in tweets of like telling people to chill out. I'm gonna handle this.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's rumor that he's getting a new song, but it's dumb that it's not already there.
Well, at least he didn't come out to like the Linda McMahon theme or something. Da 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 da. Oh, don't do that, WWE, please.
I don't know. I kind of have like somebody. I need that dubbed.
Yeah, intern, just stay after we're done recording, so we can make a special recording.
Oh, I will. Yes, I will get right on that.
All right.
What do we got?
All right, and did I miss? I feel like I missed a question here somewhere. Yeah, I did somehow. Okay. Do you think Keith Lee is getting fat shamed by Vince, and do you think Roman could be Retribution leader? Answer to the second question, no. What the fuck are you thinking?
But his T-shirt's kind of retribution-y. No,
Oh, yeah,
that shit's unrelated.
Dan Matt Giola Martinez asked that one. Forgot that.
Yeah. So what was the first half?
About
Fat
whether Vince
shaming?
McMahon is fat shaming Keith Lee.
I want to say no, because fuck, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well,
It's like it's Vince McMahon, so it's totally possible. But
It is, but he never made Samoa Joe wear a shirt, and Joe was fat shaming
yeah,
Keith
see,
Lee at his biggest.
yeah, Keith Lee is thick, but it's like a
maybe.
must.
Hey,
What?
maybe Keith Lee has to cover up where maybe Roman shows some skin. Which one would you trade? Roman Reigns changing his gear up, looking like a handsome, sexy mofo, or Keith Lee wearing that shirt?
First of
That's the
all,
trick.
Roman always looks like a sexy, handsome mofo.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Wait,
right arm.
You're
Just
saying Roman Reigns without a shirt?
Yeah, I'm saying maybe Roman's losing his shirt, and that's
Dude.
only happening because Keith has to wear a shirt.
Dude, that's stupid though, because like you could have both of them topless. Fucking Roman Reigns is gonna look like what's that guy's name from Aquaman?
Oh yeah. The dude from
Fuck yeah.
Aquaman, but he's the dude from
Jason
what's
Momoa.
that? Yep, Jason Momoa. That's the
Yeah.
guy.
I almost said Jason Mimosa, but then I remembered that was the match Jericho's having with Orange Cassidy.
Fuck yeah.
Like
That one's a stretch.
I don't get it. Like honestly, the fact that they kept I guess the vest sold money or made money. But the fact that they kept him covered for so long, he's not out of shape.
God,
Never
just the
has
opposite.
It's just look at the Usos. They look great, and you have that in Roman. You know?
Yeah, well, Roman looked great right before he debuted with the Shield thing. Anyway, there's screenshots of it.
Yeah, when he
Granted,
was
when he
weak,
started in WWE, he was a big, thick boy, but that's different.
yeah.
He's like 50 pounds smaller than them.
Short answer. We're about Keith Lee being fat shamed. Maybe
Yeah, maybe
there's a 50-50 chance.
possibility.
Dan also asked another question. Will AEW push the Dark Order as heels even though they're so over as Goofy? Would they not get face reactions if and when fans come back to arenas? Dude, I don't think the Dark Order is ever getting face reactions. I don't.
Yeah, they're unless GRJ's in the crowd cheering for Player Uno, I think they'll be okay.
I don't think I'd cheer for them.
They got booed. Well, no, okay. Brody Lee was getting cheered during his promo.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like a fired up, like, I told you I was going to do this. You know what I mean? Like, he was in character, but you could also see, like, the verbiage in the promo was, like, him.
Yeah.
Like, being proud.
I think about the only people that might cheer the Dark Order as baby faces would be people that are really into being the Elite, because some of the Brody Lee and Dark Order stuff on being the Elite apparently has been really good. I've heard sound clips of some of it, and it does seem really funny.
Have you guys seen that?
Oh.
Have you guys seen that video of Well, okay. So the original video, it's a meme. It's the one where like somebody dies and then the song plays and then it's the black guys carrying the coffin while they dance around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So somebody edited. It was Brody Lee doing the finisher to Cody, and then as the finisher hits, it switches to the guys from the Dark Order carrying the casket, but the music's playing behind it. It fit perfectly. It was so good.
That's awesome.
I didn't know that GIF came with music because I have it on my phone but without sound.
Oh no, yeah, it's good.
Nice. I've used it before. But I was gonna go back to this question. One of the things Cody said right off the bat was, like, there isn't gonna be heel or face. You know what I mean? Like, they don't care what the crowd's gonna cheer for. They're just gonna tell their story.
I mean, Vince does the same thing.
And no offense to them, that's why their audience isn't going to substantially grow, because casual fans need good guy versus bad guy storylines to get into it. I'm not just talking wrestling. I'm talking storytelling in general. Any kind of conflict-based storytelling. Casual fans are usually need to have someone they can cheer for and someone they can boo.
Hey man, don't let logic go ways to make more money ruin a good wrestling show.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just book all our friends.
Nice. Is there any more questions?
Those are all the questions. Other than that, I think it's all just comments on that girl's tits.
Yeah, dude.
And there was a lot.
Posted lots.
A lot of comments or a lot of tits. The answer is both.
I was gonna say choose one.
Teats. What? Oh. Anyways, so we got anything else to add, boys?
Tune back in next week when we probably laugh about how stupid Payback was and are glad that we didn't do a predictions game.
Yeah, no predictions game, fellas.
Yeah, we're doing something for the Patreons probably. Next week we also talk about the PWI Top 500.
Yes, we should have a bigger grasp on that and all the ins and outs. Spoilers: a former Shield member won it. That's not a spoiler if you've checked our webpage because we already made a post about it.
Yeah. All right then, guys. Tap guys. Out.